Hi guys, today's discussion is about sales order process flow for the item with the trade-in discounts. This is a process flow presentation. This flow can be implemented in any of the ERP software. So to begin with, let me give you a background for the what exactly the trade-in discounts are and how that those things can be implemented. Our focus is more like on the how to implement this process flow in Oracle application. So to begin with, what is a trade-in discount? Many a time when we buy a new product from the seller, we are not only buying a new product, we also want to trade in the old product from the same manufacturer or different manufacturer to the seller. And the seller, on the other hand, adjusts the value of the trade-in product in the price of a new product in the form of a discounts. Seller has a very high motivation to offer a better price for the trade-in product because he is not giving us any cash. Rather, he is adjusting the value of trade-in product in the price of a new product in the form of a discounts. One such example is cars. This practice is very much common in the car. We go to a car dealership and we want to buy a new car, and at the same time we are asking dealer what price he can offer us for the old car from the same or different manufacturer, and then adjust the trade-in value of the old car in the new transactions. So let's see what are the components involved in this sort of a process flow. So there is a outbound first component is an outbound flow, because the seller is selling. So when we say the components involved in this process is, from the seller point of view. So there is a one component is outbound flow components, like the seller is selling a new product to the customer, so there is a outbound flow for the product. And then seller is expecting the trade-in product from the customer, from the buyer. So seller is expecting a trade-in product from the buyer, so there will be an inbound transaction. As you can see in my flow, I put it like this: RMA trade-in. It's exactly not an RMA trade-in, it's basically inbound flow, which in Oracle application we will treat it as a RMA. Then apart from these two components, seller wants some commitment from the buyer about till when or what date the buyer will send the trade-in product. Please note that we need to build some kind of a mechanism to make sure that what if a buyer doesn't return the trade-in product in agreed duration. Suppose the transaction between a buyer and seller is that the seller is giving a trade-in discount to the buyer immediately and expecting the buyer to return the trade-in product within a 10, 15 or 30 days. But what if the buyer does not return the trade-in product within a agreed duration? So we have to build a mechanism to handle this what if. So the option we have is, if the buyer does not return the trade-in product in the agreed period, one option is buyer will give a auto extension of the period by which the seller will give an auto extension of the period by which buyer can send the trade-in product back, or the seller will cancel the inbound flow for the trade-in item, and at the same time he will send a new invoice to the buyer with the amount is equal to the discount amount which seller has given to the buyer, because with the expectation that the buyer will return the trade-in product. So the components we have is an outbound flow, An outbound flow where the seller is giving a new product to the buyer along with a trade-in discount, and then the buyer will agree that he will he will send the trade-in product to the seller within an agreed period of time. Then we are building a mechanism which keep on checking if the buyer has returned the trade-in products or buyer had sent the trade-in product to the seller on the agreed duration. And if the buyer has not returned the trade-in product in the agreed duration of time, then system will send an invoice to the seller with the amount which is equal to the trade-in discount. So let's see how the flow work. So the moment the transaction start, we create a sales order. It is in enter status. So we have an order, we enter the line on which we want to give a trade-in discounts. So the user will enter the trade-in discount manually, then he book the order. The moment he book the order, system will create a inbound line. In Oracle application, inbound lines are treated as a RMA line. So system will automatically create a RMA trading line. Since the order is already booked, the RMA line will be also booked. The moment RMA line will be booked, system will populate the auto cancellation date. So auto cancellation date is nothing but the creation date of a RMA plus the agreed period by which the buyer has to return the product. So this could be a 30 days, 40 days, 60 days. That duration should be either captured in a DFF or in a profile option or a lookup code. And then RMA line go to the wait for receiving, and it will be remain here till the buyer sent the product and the seller received the product, trade-in product in the inventory. Now let's see what will happen to the outbound line. So once the outbound line is booked, it got scheduled, ship confirm, fulfill, and invoiced, and it closed. Now there is a mechanism. So we build a concurrent program in the terminology of Oracle application. We build a concurrent program where it will run every day in the evening or any time, where it will check if the buyer has returned the trade-in product on the agreed duration or not. I mean, like within this auto cancellation date or not. So every day it will run once and check if the trade-in product has been returned or not. If it is, so how we are doing this is, we will check is system date is greater than auto cancellation date. So what is this auto cancellation date? It is the inbound line creation date plus the 30 days or any agreed period. So we'll check is system date is greater than auto cancellation date. No, it is not. Then do nothing. Yes, it is greater than. We'll say is the RMA line is still open. Till when the RMA line is open? It is open till the buyer has not sent the trade-in product back. If it is still open, no, it is not open. So do nothing. Yes, it is open. So that means the buyer has not returned the trade-in product on the agreed period of time. So we will cancel an RMA line. The moment we will cancel an RMA line, we will trigger a process and create another line automatically with the amount on the line will be equal to the discount which we have given to the buyer in the outbound line, like the trade-in discounts. So this is the complete flow how sales order process for the item with the trade-in discount. So we have a outbound line where the seller ship the product to the buyer with the trade-in discount and expectation that the buyer will return the trading, buyer will send the trading item on the agreed period. If it is not, then he will cancel the, if it not send the trading product on time, he will cancel the RML line which is created for the trading line, and send a invoice only line, create an invoice only line to send an invoice to the buyer with the amount is equal to the trading discounts. So that's all about this process. Hope you like it, and in case you have any question, feel free to send me at go to my blog eoraclelabs.blogspot.com and leave a comments there, or send me an email at sgupta@bizinsightinc.com. Thank you very much.